I'm your host, Alicia Moore, out of South Florida. I'm super excited to be your host on tonight. We have some great testimonies on tonight. Let's go ahead and take out a pen and paper so that you can take down some notes because you may have some questions at the end, and we're going to be more than excited to answer them. Hopefully, everything that you are looking for, you will hear about it on tonight. We have some amazing guests, and we also have some amazing testimonials that you will hear. I'm so excited because 9 years ago, I was in a situation and I didn't really know what I needed. Guys, I don't know if that's you, if you've ever experienced that. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was upset. I was a mom. I had lost my job in corporate America. I was barely making it by. I was grumpy. I didn't feel very well about myself. I had some digestion issues, and I tell everyone I was addicted to red velvet cake. I just had a lot of things going on. And so I remember being on Facebook back then, and I really wasn't looking for an opportunity, but I was looking for something. I knew I wanted to feel better. I was in my mid-30s, and I knew that I shouldn't be feeling like this, excuse me. And so I remember getting on Facebook, and I saw a post from a gentleman, and he made a comment, and he said, making money without your health is ludicrous. When he made that comment and I saw that post, I was intrigued. I always say you could never say the wrong thing but to the right person, right? And whatever you're looking for is looking for you. And so I jumped in his inboxes, guys, kind of made it personal, and I said, hey, what is it that you're talking about? He sent me some information. He sent me a video and invited me to take a look at this information. And guys, from that day, I knew that the Thrive experience was something that was going to change my life. Now, I want to tell you, I was very skeptical when it came down to health and wellness, when it came down to products. I was not a person that was very interested in it. I would say no. I didn't take anything. I was a huge skeptic. But again, I was in a situation in my life where I didn't know how to feel. I didn't feel very good about myself. I didn't like the way I was feeling. I was gaining weight. I was tired all the time. I couldn't be a mom. I couldn't be a wife. And I just needed something. And so when I looked at that video, guys, immediately I saw my life being changed and so many more people's lives. And so that was my first introduction to the Thrive experience. And guys, I was unemployed. I had just lost my job in corporate America. As an accountant. And I was in a tough situation. Our household was on one income, and anybody that knows how that feels, you're tight. You're always between a rock and a hard place. And that's where my husband and I, we found ourselves at. You couldn't really go anywhere, couldn't do anything extra. If the children asked for anything extra, I would always say no. We couldn't do much because we were on that one income. And so I took my first unemployment check, right? And I didn't tell him that I even had gotten it. And I didn't tell him about the Thrive experience. I went ahead and I ordered it because I knew that this product was going to change my life. And not only my life, it was going to change people's lives. I took my first unemployment check and I got started. I started a Thrive experience, and I remember on the first day of me starting a Thrive experience, I noticed that I did not take an afternoon nap. Guys, if you're anything like me, I needed a nap. By noon, I needed a nap. I needed that nap in order for me to continue on throughout the day. But I didn't take an afternoon nap. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's a placebo. Maybe I just wanted to work so badly that I'm overlooking some things. And so I went ahead and I took it on day 2. Day 2, I felt amazing. I was up, I was doing things, I was moving around. But it was day 3 for me that made me realize that this product was going to change people's lives because I had been dealing with a digestion issue, right? We don't make any medical claims to cure or anything like that. But I wasn't going like I was supposed to. If that's just not too much information. But by day 3, because of those probiotics and prebiotics that are in the product, I felt amazing. And from that day to this day, I have talked about the Thrive experience and shared it with so many people, guys, and we were able to build a lifestyle around it because I shared it, because that product actually worked for me, right? So that was 9 years ago, and we're still sharing the Thrive experience, and people still haven't heard about it. People's lives need to be changed. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to introduce to you guys the gentleman that he was one of the first people that I called, and he was blown away by this product, and it changed his life. And he's been changing so many people's lives since that it's just amazing, guys. There's so many people that have been their lives just been changed, guys, and that's no fluff. He is my business partner. He's my brother. He's my go-to person, and somebody that knows 100% of the information, guys. So what I want you to do is get your pen and papers out and ready, and I want you to open up your mindset, because not only is he a 200K leader, which is the top rank in our company, he's also a millionaire recipient, and he's helped produce multiple millionaire recipients in our organization. So with that being said, Mr. Gary Simmons, are you on the line?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
I can, and thank you for sharing your story, and thank you for believing first. And I could give you so many thank yous tonight. The call would go forever. But we're going to make this a quick call, ladies and gentlemen. And if I could ask you a quick question, Ms. Moore, our organization, my promoter family, which is made up of promoters and a ton of customers, is just a portion of your organization, because you were literally the first promoter for Lavelle the Thrive Experience, probably in the state of Florida, okay? And guys and gals, this is not a compensation plan call. We're not going to get into a business presentation. That's for another time. This is to share stories and point you to information that you can check out. If you're not ready to buy anything, you are invited here for that, even though I do have promos, but that's not mandatory. But us being a small part of your organization, Ms. Moore, I think people don't get the big picture sometimes. They think it's all about joining a company and recruiting and whatever, even though I would do that if I was going to get rich, because being rich is better than being broke. However, you have customer orders all throughout your organization. You've been doing this for about 9 years from your cell phone, part-time, spare time, like most of us who hit it big here. But what do you think, if you had to estimate your overall customer order volume for the last 9 years, your organizational volume, what do you think that number is close to, Ms. Moore?
The last time that I calculated, I was close to 90 million.
That's a lot more than I remember. That's great.
Yes, I was close to 90 million in my entire organization.
That is insane. You know why I like that? Because 90% of the people that order in our company are customers. We've signed up so many people for free and tell them to just check it out and get 3 days on an empty stomach even before they buy anything. You reach out to the person who invited you to this call and say, hey, I'm not sure. I want to try it for 3 days. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to make sure you get a free account and watch, our follow-up stuff to know what you're doing. But people choose to become a promoter typically later. But the customer orders are here, and they're not mandatory. We don't have contracts. We don't have auto ships that you're forced to do. 83% of our customers are on our auto ship program voluntarily. That means they could turn it on and off. So, Ms. Moore, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to continue the call, and I really appreciate the, blessing us with your presence tonight. It's always so good to hear your story. So, guys and gals, our customers, like 83% of them are on this auto ship, and they're not here to make money. Think about that. We're a cloud-based company. The Thrive Experience is our product. It's a simple 1, 2, 3-step system, and this is probably the fastest introduction you'll ever hear because we have so much content online that you can just check out. Now, some of you are biting at the bit. You're like, hey, I already trust my friend. I'm ready to get going. Well, I got a promo for you guys later. But there are people that feel that, hey, I need to check this out. I need to research. Maybe you got some medical situations going on in your life. No judgment there. We don't make any claims to cure or medicate anything. Please check with your doctor if that's your situation, because we don't provide that type of, help. We're just not in that field. This is a health and wellness nutrition product, like a supplement. It's a nutraceutical, not a pharmaceutical. However, it is very high level. And you take these 2 capsules on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. As soon as you get out of bed, you're going to see what I'm saying. Okay, you wait about 20 to 40 minutes or so, and you drink the Lifestyle Probiotic Prebiotic Blend. It is a very light protein, easily digestible, and we even now have a vegan version, which I love. I really love it. And that's the second step. That helps your body to absorb the nutrients from the capsules properly. And the third step and the last step is you put on the little sticker. The dermafusion technology goes on your skin and it delivers more micronutrients into your body through your skin over a 24-hour time release window. Now, why is that important? Because none of us really have time to be popping pills and drinking shakes all day, okay? It's convenient. That's why we've attracted over 10 million customers. You set it and forget it. And what you're going to notice, day one, you probably won't even feel anything. I did, but that's not everybody's story. Day two, you kind of get, okay, maybe something's going on, but it's probably placebo, but you got to take it the right way. Day three, that's typically where the aha moment comes in. And sometimes some people need a little more time than that, but we've seen a lot of people say, hey, I noticed a difference. So now guess what? I can stop spending 10, 15 bucks a day at the snack machine. I can stop buying those energy drinks, which are riddled with synthetic caffeine and sugar, which all that does is make the world fat. It makes the world unhealthy. I can cut out all those donuts and that extra coffee, and then some people are not giving up their coffee anyway, and you don't have to. But when you take this, just give the coffee into your break for a little while, at least till you get the thrive experience in. We don't want you climbing walls, right? This is over 100 all-natural plant-based vitamins and minerals and plant extracts in a proprietary blend that just works. There's no way I could explain it to you, the nutritional science. We'll be here all night, and I still wouldn't cover it because I don't have a laboratory to break it down. And sometimes I hear people say, well, Gary, I really got to just research this first. I'm like, good luck. Well, you tell me if you can do enough research, checking out this product, 100+ ingredients, plus the prebiotic, probiotics, and let me know when you figure that out in the next year. Unless you're a nutritional scientist or chemist and you have a laboratory, there's no way you're going to research and check this out. I'm not saying you can't read our info. It's there. But the way you get this down right is to experience it. And it's so funny, I do get a little petty sometimes. Y'all have to forgive me. I mean that professionally because I see it so much. People go, I got to research all this stuff. I said, man, you was at the happy hour pub last week eating dirty dynamite chicken wings with the hot sauce on it. Did you research those ingredients? I thought I saw you in the drive-thru at McDonald's fucking down a double Big Mac 4 times. Did you do the research on those ingredients? How many Sody Pops did you drink in the last 3 months? How many of those Red Bulls and Blue Bulls and all those other bulls have you drank in the last 3 years? Did you go to a laboratory and research that, brother? Absolutely not. So feel free at your own discretion to check us out and check out the information. But my point is, this is something that has to be experienced. I hope I say that. I mean that with love and respect, but people got to really take to heart that this is something that you've never seen before. This is a cloud-based company. We don't have big corporate offices, so that allows us to put the money into the product. That's why it works. Most companies out there that make supplements and nutraceuticals, they skimp the cheapest ingredients that your body can't even absorb most of the time. The label says this, that, and the other, but it's not bioavailable. Synthetic nutrients are not absorbed well into the body. That's why it takes so long to even feel it if you ever do, right? So with this blend, you're looking at people that are having more focus and clarity and energy, less bloating, right? Less aches and discomforts and stiffness and fatigue and that mental fogginess. I used to be the sticky note man. And some of us shed a few pounds. A lot of the athletes love the fact that there's some muscle recovery here, some stamina, some endurance. The list goes on, and you'll see it on our Facebook page if you look up Level, L-E-V-E-L. Pretty simple, L-E-V-E-L. Just go on Facebook and type that, and you're going to see over 1 million people on there that have liked our page, and there's thousands of testimonies that will absolutely blow you away, all right? So it's just the overall feeling of emotional and physical well-being. That's what keeps most of us coming back. And, I pay my phone bill every month on auto pay because, the phone carrier tells me I save like $20 a month because I know I'm going to use my phone bill next month. I'm going to use my phone the month after that too. So our auto ship program works just like that. It's voluntary. So not only do people save money versus what they used to waste money on, the snacks and survival food, they also save money if they use the auto ship program, but you can turn it off whenever you want to at your discretion because there's no contract involved. And that is all I have to say about that. So I'm going to bring on a couple stories real quick so we can keep this call moving along really quickly. And first up to the line, Mr. Jermaine Mike Bentley, if you could unmute your line really quick so I can hear you. Give us 60 to 90 seconds of how life was before Thrive and what you've been experiencing so far, sir. The line is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna be real short and brief to the point. Recently, I actually started my health journey. I started taking my health more seriously, and I met up with this young man named Gary Simmons, and he said, "Hey, I want you to try. I want you to get. Actually, I want to give you a sample of this product, and I want you to try it and let me know how you feel after." So he didn't know that I actually wasn't feeling well that day. And immediately once I started taking it, I started feeling better. Not only that, I also felt like I could run a marathon. I actually work out every day for the last 3 months, almost every day, let me put it like that. But so I'm always in the gym. But for some apparent reason, I hadn't taken all my pre-workouts and all my vitamins. But I noticed what he gave me, it actually made me feel better and also made me feel like I could run a marathon. And the next day I took it, went to the gym, and same thing, same effect. I was like, wow. And I didn't take my pre-workout. So I really noticed the difference in my energy levels. It was more consistent. Also noticed a difference in my focus and mental clarity. And for the most part, I mean, like I say, I've been on it, and ever since it's been like great. So I really think this product is a life-changing product and also a health-changing product also for you guys. So that's it. Good night, and guys take care.
Hey, thank you so much, Jermaine. Appreciate that big time. And we're going to keep rolling along right along. Shanika, if you could unmute your line, press star 6 so we can hear you.
Okay, hello everybody. How y'all doing? When I started this, it wasn't too long. I've been on it 3 days now. This is my 4th day. Before, when I wasn't taking it, I didn't have that energy that I thought I would have. But once I started taking this, I had the energy. On the 2nd day is when I started feeling the energy that I had, and I was able to stay up to watch movies that I couldn't watch before. I fall asleep on the movie, but this gave me the energy to, stay up or whatever. And I don't be hungry as much as I used to, and I'm a person that don't like eating, so this was kind of good for me because it curbed my hunger or whatever, and it also helps me to go to the restroom because I wasn't normally going to the restroom like I should or whatever, and it's a good experience, and I would love to keep going with it.
Awesome. That's a lot. That's great. I mean, you're a brand new thriver. Both of you are very early in your journeys. And to have a positive experience on this product, again, like I said, sometimes people take it a little longer to feel the impact, but we have so many people that within the first 3 days. So guys and gals, if you're listening, reach out to the person that invited you on. Make sure you get 3 days of this experience and take it the right way. On an empty stomach, first thing in the morning, as soon as you wake up, you make sure you do the capsule first, 20, 40 minutes later, lifestyle mix, put on your DFT, and you're done. Some people come on these calls and they say, hey, how can I learn about the promoter side? We'll do that more so on another call. I'll touch on a couple of the perks. We have a car bonus that goes up to $1,600. Everybody gets free product credits once you're moving on, like your next month's order. Promoters and customers alike get that. Promoters benefit from 3 lifestyle getaway vacations, and it really only takes referring 1 customer and 1 more promoter to tap into our VIP commissions. But you all can text me separately for that. The guys and gals that are looking to build this thing, and you can look up Gary Simmons on Facebook or reach out to the person who invited you, and they'll get us connected for that. But for our friends that are listening in to support the folks that share their story, honestly, most people get started as a customer. So I do have a pretty cool incentive that we've been running for a while. It's like a momentum promo or momentum incentive. It's not mandatory, but it's incentivized to create momentum, and sometimes people really appreciate that, so we've continued doing it for a long time. You literally get 1 entry into the drawing for the $250 Macy's gift card, and you get 2 entries into that very same drawing if you're one of the first 8 people that order to support your friend. So for those of you who are saying, hey, Jermaine, hey, Shanika, I like what I'm hearing, I want to join you guys, those of you who are ordering today, you're going to get an entry into that drawing. If you need more time to research and check it out or try first, that's perfectly fine. Please do that. There's no pressure. But the incentives are there for momentum, and business grows from momentum. We all know that. Now, when you get on there on the customer site, you're going to see something called an All Impact. That's a 60-day challenge. That one's $320 for people who are looking for a 2-month supply. Most people start a little smaller. They'll start with a 1-month supply. The half pack, it's a 30-day supply. It's about $5.50 a day, a lot less expensive than what people are spending on survival food already, like I've already discussed. That gives you a full 30-day supply of the capsules, the lifestyle powder, and the DFT. And there's also a couples pack. So if you got 2 people in the household that are sharing their experience, there's a benefit there for them to do that together. But again, you got to experience it. Our auto-ship customers get 15% discount, and you can toggle that on and off as you choose to. But when you make your first order, initially set that up so you get the discount. So with that, guys and gals, I believe that is it. We are done with this call. Thank you all for joining. Thanks again, Shanika, for sharing, and thank you again, Jermaine, for sharing as well. And this call is officially a wrap. Driving, good evening, and this call is officially over.